I love Straw, and I think that it is one of Tyler Perry's best tragedies. And I know a lot of people are having a conversation about how he needs to hang up tragedies and, Black trauma corn. But part of me feels like he's actually fulfilling a role that he needs to fulfill. And I say that because, I feel like older generations, from a generational art production standpoint, so many of them were used to not getting lead characters, only getting supporting roles, and receiving characters in films and a lower level of like content that just did not show the full breadth of what it was to be an African American, right? Secondarily, you know what I mean? Black women are definitely at the bottom of the tier. I feel like only in maybe the last 3 to 4 decades have we started to see and receive Black female protagonists, you know what I mean, who had these huge acting chops and acting ranges perform at the level that Tyler Perry is having them perform at. Now, do I think all the scripts are great? No. But he is fulfilling a need in the market and he is employing Black people. I don't care what you say about that. You know what I mean? And he is creating numerous opportunities for representation for Black folks. I feel like older generations of Black people in our production and art producers, their focus sometimes is just on having, the representation period, that our lives and the way that they occur is seen in television. And I think that's a good thing in many ways, so that people can see their lives represented on stage. What you can see, you can address, feel seen, and have some type of emotional catharsis, right? That film touched a lot of Black women because there's like, it's so real. It's so real. It's so real. And I feel like our generation, and when I say our generation, I say millennial and Gen Z, I feel like we don't just want to see what our lives look like. We want to see something else. We want to see what we can aspire to. We want to see the new worlds and new futures full of joy, happiness, success, and aspiration, ambition that we can be obtaining, that we can step inside of so that we can be inspired and then take those images into the real world and manifest them, right? But again, I think sometimes we take for granted that we grew up watching In Living Color, that we grew up watching kids as leads on television and film. How many of our parents and grandparents were able to see that? We had That's So Raven, Corey in the House, The Cosby Show, In Living Color, Living Single, Girlfriends. I feel like there's just numerous shows, and I could be wrong, but I feel like the older we get, the fewer opportunities for representation that our elders had. And I really just feel like, again, Tyler Perry, being of that generation, is just creating a body of work that is just straight representation and not necessarily adding on top of it. So he's fulfilling this kind of like this functional role, right? But not this big, dreamy, aspirational role that a lot of us are looking for.